Peace and love, collective. I hope y'all having a wonderful day today. It's your girl Kay, aka the Spiritual Barb, and I'm here to bring you another beautiful love message, which is something that I love to do, right? I consider myself an angel of love, Cupid's little personal assistant, right? So I'm going to bring you guys some messages of clarity in regards to what's been going on in your energy. And I must commend you because I feel the peace and the serenity within the collective. You finally surrendered. You're allowing things to unfold naturally. And I know that wasn't always easy for many of you to do. So once again, I commend you for surrendering to this love, surrendering to the universe, and allowing this beautiful love story to unfold. So I'm going to get into the reading, okay? I pre-shuffled some cards. I didn't really look at them too much. So we're going to go ahead and get a little tea. And that card literally came out. So Spirit is spilling the tea today. So let's get it popping. So we're pulling from this first deck, okay? And these are coming from a deck that I made, all right? The first card that kept sticking out at me was Elphaba, okay? From the movie Wicked. So Spirit said these are clarifying who I'm speaking to and who has been up in the energy, okay? So it says, Divine Feminine, you're in your dark goddess energy, okay? You could have had a lot of hidden power, okay? Remember Elphaba, she was very powerful, but she played it very humble, right? It wasn't until the end that she started to step into her power. So I'm hearing glow up. You're very natural, so she was naturally beautiful. You're very smart. You're very gifted. You could be very introverted, okay? I know some of you are introverted and extroverted at the same time. It just depends on your mood, okay? How you feeling that day. Once again, I said you're very humble, very loyal. You could be soft-spoken at first, okay? Caring and considerate. And at first she was a bit insecure. She did eventually grow out of that. But even when it came to the prince, she didn't really feel worthy of him. So there was still, subtle hints of insecurity. She was also a whistleblower, a bit of a loner, and oblivious to her beauty, right? Everybody saw how beautiful she was except her, okay? So we have also Cher, bougie bitch from Clueless, okay? Popular, rich girl, superficial, outspoken, spoiled, entitled, classy, boy crazy, had a good heart, very picky and confident. But I'm hearing this is the karmic, okay? So we have a karmic female in the mix, all right? We also have Ty from Clueless as well, okay? And she was, like I said, the glow-up queen, okay? So you are a glow-up queen. She went from being shy to being popular. She was very down to earth, unsuperficial, and genuine, okay? So once again, that card is clarifying our divine feminine. We have two different females out here, okay? Just to make that clear. Wow, Spirit, yeah, they spilling the tea, okay? So it's given, we have a karmic masculine on the board as well. Spirit said he's a train wreck. It's giving Kramer from Seinfeld. Y'all remember Kramer? He was a nervous wreck, right? He was always doing some get-rich-quick schemes. Wild hair, overly anxious, eccentric, overly optimistic, single, resourceful, positive, unbothered, ditzy, and gullible. Okay? So it wasn't all bad, but the whole theme is train wreck, okay? So we got a bougie bitch and a train wreck over here that are karmics, okay? And then we have our divine feminine. So this is what we're dealing with. Now, the interesting thing about this seductress card is Spirit is having me kind of put it in the middle because there are two types of seductress, right? So we have here this feminine. She's a seductress in a sense of she seduces men and uses them. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? I'm hearing gold digger loud and clear. And yeah, Cher, she was a bit of a gold digger, okay? She dated for status and popularity versus love, right? Ty, she was like a hopeless romantic. So was Elphaba, okay? So they are a bit of a seductress, but it's natural to them. It's organic. It's not something that they try to do to manipulate men. They're just naturally seductive, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Spirit said, we got a cock blocking friend in the mix. Pam from Martin. Okay? So she's going over here on the karmic side. I'm hearing this could be a masculine or a feminine, even though Pam is a woman. Okay? But there is a cock blocking friend in the mix. Spirit said this could be a Sagittarius male, okay, or a Sagittarius female is what I'm hearing. We also have Mary Kate and Ashley representing twin flames, okay? So this is the divine feminine and her divine masculine. Spirit is saying you guys are twin flames, in case you were wondering. Okay, and Spirit said y'all are also about to have a glow up, okay? You're going from rags to riches. We got Princess Diaries out here. Royalty, rags to riches, royal bloodline, timeline shift. And that's so funny because wait until I get to that deck over there. Quantum Leap literally came out. So that clarifies this card. You guys are having a quantum leap. The twin flames, you guys are about to go from rags to riches. That's so exciting. Because Spirit said that you both are packed with star power. We have American Idol, okay? It's giving you're going to Hollywood, okay? All right, so collective, the next card out was literally Gigolo, okay? So Spirit is clarifying this is the karmic masculine, and this is so crazy because I'm looking at this now. We got a seductress karmic female, and we got a gigolo karmic male. Spirit, when I say these cards literally dropped out, you guys, Spirit is spilling the tea, okay? Now, we could have a brunette in the mix, and that's interesting because she was brunette. I think her name is Anne Hathaway, okay? So you could be brunette, or the karmic female that we're talking about could be brunette. You could also have colorful hair or nails or both, okay? There could be a Cancer female in the mix, and Spirit is having me look over here at this share card. So once again, the karmic female, she could be a Cancer, and the karmic male, he could be a Sagittarius. I'm hearing take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, so they want me to put the ladies man out here next. So once again, this guy here, okay, the karmic male, he's a ladies man. He's a player, a gigolo, okay? How the saying go? He might do something a little strange for a little change, okay? I'm hearing she might as well, right? So we have here, I see dead people. Okay. Now, what I heard Spirit say is that these people are dead to you. So that's in regards to these karmics. Okay. Somebody might also be getting unalived. Yeah, that's what I heard. All right. Now we have Felicity. Okay. I'm also hearing serendipity. So this is in regards to the divine feminine. Okay. You might have that Felicity type of vibe. Okay. She was like an it girl. She was also kind of known as like a good girl. She was the girl that everybody wanted. So she was popular. Okay. But it's giving like, uh, how can I say it? Like a silent confidence. Okay. She wasn't like all in your face, but it was organic. Okay. So that's all we have for these cards. Now we're going to pull out the next card. Spirit wants me to jump over here. Okay, my love. So it's interesting that the first card that I picked up is a blue card. And I literally just had to drink something because my throat felt like it was closing up. So your throat chakra, I'm hearing, is being cleared up. Okay. So it's not that someone is attacking your throat chakra. Your throat chakra is going through an upgrade. Okay. It's going through an energetic upgrade. But the first card I pulled from my Barbie and Ken deck, based on the Barbie movie, if you saw that with, oh, that's so funny, Margot Robbie. Spirit, y'all so funny. I didn't even realize that, okay? So perfect, right? So yeah, she starred in that movie, okay? And it's 12:11 on the clock right now. So the first card we have is removing the mask. So let's see what the advice is for this one. Ken becomes a different man after breaking out. It's giving Hugh Hefner. Your worth is not based on what you have. It's also not based on your looks. The most attractive trait to have is self-confidence and full self-acceptance. You don't need to put on or put out to be liked. So this is advice for the divine masculine. Once again, this is based on the character of Ken in the Barbie and Ken movie. So once again, when he left out of the little Barbie world, he discovered himself. He found himself. Okay? Because when he was living in the Barbie dream house, he was living his life based on stereotypes. They created this false image of him, okay, that was hyper masculine, that was all about his looks, that was all about the outside appearance, okay? So once again, this card is removing the mask. Be yourself. Be authentic is what Spirit is saying. And that is for the divine masculine and feminine. But I am hearing Spirit stress this for the divine masculine. You are lovable just the way you are. You don't have to put on or put out to be loved, okay? So the next card in the mix. So the next card is always look at the bright side of things. And this is coming from Barbie's perspective, okay? So this could be for the divine feminine. It could also be for divine masculine. Barbie encounters an older woman and realizes that growing old is a gift. Wow, this is so beautiful. And it aligns with the download that I got earlier today, which is to be present, okay? I know I'm talking to some self-made millionaires, some entrepreneurs, okay? And you have this whole life mapped out in front of you as to where you want to be, how are you going to get there, okay? Spirit wants you to be present, meaning don't focus on what you don't have. Sure, you want to have 1 million followers someday, but don't dismiss those 1, 2, or 3 followers that you have now. Be grateful for everything. Be present in the moment. Because when you're constantly focusing on I can't wait until I get to 1 million followers, you're not appreciating the followers that you have. Does that make sense? And that goes with anything in your life. When it comes to your finances, when it comes to your living situation, when it comes to your job, sure, you want to be successful someday. But don't disregard the blessings that you have right now. It's giving counter blessings. It's also given, don't take life for granted. Like many of us, we take for granted the fact that we're living, we're breathing, even that we're maturing. You know, they've put this whole stigma on getting older that it's a bad thing, but it's a blessing. Okay? There's many people that didn't get to live to be 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. So count that as a blessing. Okay? All of the wisdom and the experience that you've been acquiring. And also, like I said, be grateful for everything. So she didn't realize that getting old was actually a blessing until she met this older lady. So it's giving, sometimes we can take things for granted. Cherish the little things. Cherish the little things. Okay? There's a lot of things that you might not think that don't matter because, once again, you're focused on the success. Well, it's time for you to change what success means to you, because success is also being happy, being whole, being healthy, being at peace. And those are things that you can have right now, but it's all going to require that you change your mindset. Now, this next message came straight up from the fairies, okay? I was like, this is a beautiful message, okay? You're an effing unicorn. That's what Spirit said. And once again, I'm hearing the fairies. They want you to know you're an effing unicorn. Okay? This is once again coming from my Barbie and Ken deck. Everyone was the same at first. All of their names were Barbie. This is talking about the movie. So in the beginning of the movie, they're all living in this Barbie dream house. Everybody's name is Barbie. They wake up every day. They do the same thing, right? Over and over. They have the same routine. It says, all of your uniqueness is what makes you stand out. So once again, they were all the same at first. But once Barbie left her little dreamland, she realized there was a whole world out there. Okay? She started going through her awakening. She started changing. And when she returned to the Barbie dream world, she gave it a little flavor. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but she gave it a little flavor, right? She started getting in touch with her emotions, even having some nervous breakdowns. Many of you might look at that as bad, but it's just being human. And that was another theme of the story. You're not meant to be perfect, right? Because everybody was living this perfect life at first. Barbie was always expected to be perfect. But then she started to feel emotions and she became imperfect. Okay? That is a gift. I'm hearing that is beautiful. Your humanness is beautiful. That's what it's giving. Embrace your humanness. Embrace your uniqueness. You are God having a human experience, and each experience is beautiful. That's what I'm hearing. 12:22 on the clock right now. So next it says, if we were all exactly the same, the world would be a different place. It would be boring. It would be like sitting and watching paint dry. Everyone is so predictable, right? Because we're all the same. It's like, you remember when the school system, they tried to implement like this uniform system. And I know for me personally, I went from being able to wear whatever I wanted to wear to everybody having to wear the same thing. It was so boring. I would still try to find a way to make it my own, but it was just, it was so boring. And I understand what people considered the pros, but it's like, no, everybody should be able to have their own individuality, to express themselves individually. Okay? So you don't have to be uniform. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing, is what it's giving. You don't have to conform to societal norms or what you think is acceptable. Be yourself. You're an effing unicorn, just like the other card said, okay? Ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could happen if I choose to be myself? Most people fear rejection or abandonment. Okay, so that is a shadow work question for you. Ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could happen if you choose to be yourself, if that's something that you're struggling with? What are you afraid that's going to happen? Because many people are afraid that people will walk away, or they won't find a person who loves them for them. All of these different lies and illusions that you tell yourself, okay? Because the people that are truly for you, they're going to love you for you. And why would you want somebody that you have to perform for, put on for, or wear a mask for? Ask yourself that question as well. Is that really the type of life I want to live? Where I feel like I'm on set 24/7, putting on some performance in order to be loved or accepted by people, by society, by a lover. Okay? You deserve to be loved for all of you, just as you are. Okay? So the last card that I have from my Barbie and Ken deck is hiding or running from your feelings doesn't make them disappear. And this is for the divine masculine. So this is Ken and something that he experienced in the movie. It said Ken tried to pretend that he no longer cared for Barbie, and it ended up biting him in the butt. It led to a breakup. So there was a point in the movie, spoiler alert, where Ken, he tried to put on, right? He started having all of these women around him, and he created like this man cave and all of this other stuff, and he put on like he didn't care. So it was giving nonchalant, right? It's like, I ain't sweating you, Barbie. Okay? When that's not really how he felt. And instead of it drawing them closer together, it ended up pushing Barbie away and causing her to see a side of him that she didn't like. Okay? And that was the last straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. Because she ended up ending it. And then he was in an even worse place than he was when he first started. So it's giving, just be real, just be vulnerable. Okay? Express your true feelings. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? So what if you get rejected? That doesn't make you any less of a man. Okay? So your value and your worth is not based on whether or not a woman gives you her number or accepts your offer. If she doesn't, then okay, keep it moving, right? Somebody else will. And the same goes for you, Divine Feminine. A man walking away from you or rejecting you doesn't lessen your value. So don't internalize these things, is what it's giving. You're always the prize, no matter what. So there's no need for you to be afraid of rejection. Rejection is protection. Rejection is a form of protection, and it's also divine redirection. Okay? So that person turning you down is just really turning you on to what's really for you. Okay? So walk away with your head held high is what it's giving. It's like, okay. It says self-expression is freedom. So yeah, express yourself. Even if you have to do it scared, at least you expressed yourself. At least you took the chance. This is going to prevent you from having regrets. You don't want to live a life of regret, regretting the things you never got to say, right? How many times have you heard a story of a person that never got to say the things that they want to say? Next thing you know, the other person passes away or they just split up. And so now there's so many unspoken words. Just say what you got to say. It's very freeing. It's very liberating. Hiding emotions is a slow burn and will leave you with nothing but regret and heartache. Okay? So once again, all of that he was doing in the beginning, I'm talking about Ken, it only left him hurting even more. He broke his own heart because he was lying to himself and he ended up pushing her away. So by you not expressing your feelings, you hiding your emotions, you're actually creating a problem that doesn't have to exist. Okay? 9 times out of 10, the other person probably feels the same way that you do, but they'll never know if you never tell them, if you never express yourself. So take that chance. The only thing that you have to lose is you not speaking up and you losing that person. So that's all that I have for this portion of the reading. I'm going to go ahead and next we're going to be pulling from the Junkie deck. Like I said, I've already pre-shuffled also my Barbie Romance deck. And Spirit also has some messages from the Mystic Lovers. So stay tuned. I'm going to clear off the desk here so we can have room. So before I move on to the next cards here from the Barbie deck is what I'm hearing. It was 12:30 on the clock just a minute ago. So 1, 2, 3 could be significant. It's also 12:34 right now. So you could also be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next portion of this reading. All right. Very interesting because I forgot those cards were in there. So we're going to pull from the top here. We have power couple. Okay. So Spirit said you and your divine masculine hunk for confirmation are a power couple. Okay. I'm hearing you guys are meant to change the world. Yeah. And I'm hearing this is a world-changing love. So your relationship is somehow going to be very impactful. It also says here, successful and stronger together. So Spirit is saying to stick together because you are stronger together. Next, we have the Concerned card. So Spirit clarified, there are energies around you. I told you guys in the first part that we had a cop blocking friend, okay? We had a train wreck, right? And we also had Cher, the bougie bitch, okay? So once again, you have some people that are concerned about this union coming together. They're also concerned that your dreams are being fulfilled. You guys are having a renewal. The hope has been revived. Wishes coming true. The Star. Okay? The Star card. So once again, this is clarifying the power couple. Both of you are stars. Okay? And once again, this card also confirms your dreams are being fulfilled. There is a renewal. Okay? Your wishes are coming true. And it also says healing. So your union is being healed at this time. I'm hearing that your love is also very healing. The next card out is wedding. So it says partnership, marriage, serious relationship. Okay? So you have a serious relationship that's coming together. Spirit said it will eventually lead to marriage. I'm hearing divine union. Okay? So this is a divine union. This is a divine coupling. Okay? So Spirit is saying it's inevitable. I'm hearing forever person, and I'm also hearing soulmate. Okay, so you are going to be marrying your soulmate. All right, so they want me to jump to this card here from the Oracle Love deck, and it says music. Okay, it says harmony, melodic. So what I'm hearing is that you guys are going to be having a harmonious union. That's beautiful. Yeah, because when I saw that card, I thought maybe it was just in regards to telepathy, but no, they're saying this is going to be a harmonious union. And yeah, we got new love. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, this popped out from another deck, from the Junkie deck as well. So it was just clarifying this is a new love, is being renewed. Okay. So you've already been on this journey with your person. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing graduate. So this is not really a newborn. Funny, I heard that loud and clear. It's a new love, but this is not a new born. Okay, so that should clarify for you. This is a renewal, a new beginning with someone that you've already been with. You guys have already been on the journey. You've already been doing the work. Spirit wants me to stress that. Okay, you are a part of the graduating class. That is who I'm speaking to. So now going back into the Barbie deck, we have here Justice. Okay. The Justice card came out next. It says truth, law, contracts, lessons, and karmic justice. I'm hearing this new love is your karmic justice. Okay, so this is justice for everything that you guys have been through. I'm hearing together as well as separately. Justice in your business with your money, okay? Because I'm hearing that people have been stealing from you. There have been people around you that have been energetically stealing from you, okay? Whether it's your time or your energy, your relationship, okay? Throwing jabs, all of that is being restored. All of it is being balanced. I'm hearing Spirit say, I got you. And I did just have 23% on my phone. Of course, I put it on the charger. But 23 is significant. Now, I'm going to tell you what the number 23 is because, yes, it represents the GOAT. Yes, it was Michael Jordan's jersey number. Yes, okay? But it also has another significance. So I just wanted to quickly let you guys know what the number 23 represents as far as an angel number, okay? You will know because it does have different meanings. So they do want me to stress that. But when it comes to the twin flame union specifically, the number 23 signifies a period of intense personal growth, requiring you to focus on your own passions and self-love to foster harmony. It acts as a divine message to trust the journey, balancing your spiritual awakening with your and your twins' progression toward reunion. Okay? So also having me to point out these as well. So this one and this one is the one that stood out. I'm also seeing this one. So balance and harmony, representing balance. 23 encourages unconditional love and harmony with the connection. This is what you guys have been doing, okay? And this is what's leading to the spiritual ascension. Seeing 23 suggests that both you and your twin are advancing in your awakening process, moving past old patterns and evolving together. That's so beautiful. Like I said, I'm speaking to a graduating class, okay? Reunion and healing. This number often appears during times of healing, indicating that divine support is helping to heal past wounds, paving the way for potential reunion. Okay? Moving past the chase. 23 is a sign to stop chasing and instead focus on your own life's ambitions, which creates the perfect low pressure environment for your twin to return. Okay? So, once again, my love, if you've been seeing the number 23 a lot, that's why. You are on the right path. Okay? If you were wondering, you are on the right path. So I'm going to move on with the rest of the cards. Okay, so it looks like they want me to kind of mix it up a little bit. All right. It says pretending to be a good person, snake hiding in sugar. Okay. So once again, they're making you aware there is someone around you that is trying to cause chaos. And this is literally coming right after the justice card. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. They're clarifying why you're receiving justice. Okay. I want to put the camera down on the cards for a moment for this portion of the reading. Okay, so they want you guys to see something here, which is why they had me put the cards down like this, right? So we have our lineup here. Okay. All right. Perfect. So the story is coming together. But yeah, Spirit said there was someone around you that was pretending to be a good person. That's why divine justice had to be called. Okay. They said that this was an energy vampire. You see, I'm just pulling from the top. Okay. The story always comes together. All right. Spirit wants me to pull from the bottom. Wow. Huh. Do this look like Pee-wee Playhouse playing in your face? Stop playing around. That's crazy. Thank you, Spirit. It's not crazy. It's divine confirmation. Okay. So now let's go with the flow. They want me to pull from the top of this one. You guys are going places. Now you see here, stop playing around. This says no games. Okay. These are two different energies. This person is over here playing. Okay. They were trying to play in your face, but Spirit said that this new love, okay, you guys are going places. All right. Now, I couldn't help but see the moving on. So this clarifies what I heard. This is an old lover, okay? They were playing games, all right? But this new person, no games. Okay. All right, so the next card out was teacher, advisor, mentor, still learning, okay? So Spirit said you guys are still learning, but at the same time, I'm hearing you're also advisors, okay? So I'm hearing to give yourself some credit.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
You may be the type of person that mentors others as well, okay? Or you help others. You could also inspire others as well. That's why you're going places, all right? So it's given you don't have to be perfect in order to be a good leader, because you are. That's what Spirit said, okay? Now the next card here, we have movement. I'm hearing movement in your finances, okay? They said that this is a part of your divine justice as well. So it's not just love, okay? Once again, they are restoring everything that was taken from you. So there's a lot of new opportunities that are going to be coming your way. I'm seeing news, so you should be receiving some good news pretty soon. But Spirit said there is forward movement now, okay? I'm also seeing partnership. So in love and in money. And we have communication, okay? So there is an incoming communication. But I'm also seeing interested, all right? So someone that you want to communicate with or have been communicating with, they are very interested in you, okay? But I am seeing text and call, and I am hearing a conversation. So there is an important conversation that is going to be happening very soon. This is a part of the justice. I'm hearing divine feminine, okay? We also have rainbow. So yeah, like I said, you have a lot of blessings and opportunities, right, that are coming your way. Spirit said you've been seeing the signs, but it's coming in quick. Okay, so I'm hearing get ready. All right, we have here 100% organic, no synthetic colors. I'm hearing this is you, okay? You're 100% organic. This is what is creating the opportunities. That's what I heard. Okay? So be authentic. Remain authentic. That is what is calling in everything to you, okay? Now, this card came out next. Let me just move these over here, okay? So this card came out next, and what I am seeing is alien energy, okay? So yeah, thank you, Spirit. That clarifies this card. Be organic, be authentic, okay? Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your uniqueness, okay? Embrace your alienness. And that's a word, right? Embrace your alienness. It's beautiful, okay? The world needs more of you. They need more people like you is what I'm hearing. All right. So we have here next, this card coming out, piece of meat. So there are some people around you that are lusting. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm also hearing that comes with the territory. All right. Spirit is saying, don't pay that no mind. I could be speaking to an empress. Well, that's why. Okay. So of course there's going to be people lusting after you. Look at her. Look at her. Okay. It's giving, look at you. Look at yourself in the mirror, of course. Spirit said these people wanted you to be in conflict. Okay. So there's somebody around you, I'm hearing, that's lusting after you. Yeah, I'm touching this card. It's the same people that are concerned. Okay. And these people wanted you guys to be in conflict. I'm hearing because they wanted you for themselves, but y'all would never be this because they just a piece of meat. That's what Spirit said. You could never be, you could never be the divine masculine. Okay? Even if you got with the divine feminine, you wouldn't have this justice, okay, be served in your life. You wouldn't receive these blessings and these opportunities, okay, because this is connected to who they are, to their divine essence, okay? So that's why this divine couple is receiving all of these divine blessings, right? Because of who they are. The star, okay? The star. So you can never, okay? All right. So once again, I'm speaking to an empress. I'm also speaking to an emperor is what I'm hearing. Okay. That's what this is given as well. Empress and emperor. They're both in their divine masculine and feminine energy. Next out here, we got elegance. Yeah. I want to put this up here. I'm hearing diamonds are forever. Okay. So yeah, it's giving you guys, I mean, you're priceless. You're priceless. It says graceful, dignity, classy, sophisticated. Okay. I'm also hearing the Marilyn effect. Okay. I heard Morris Chestnut. So he got that Morris Chestnut effect. So, you know, he got them lips. We got plot twist. Right next to conflict. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Spirit said there's a plot twist, okay, and it's that you guys are going to be successful. Oh, my God. I love that. I love that. That was so cohesive, okay? Spirit said that's the plot twist. They thought that they was going to ruin y'all, okay? But it says this argument is a reflection of unresolved past wounds. Yeah, y'all took that and you alchemized it.
Got him! Got him!
So you were your own divine justice. Okay? Because when you were in denial, when you were in fear and worry, they were winning. They wanted you to be in that energy. But now that you're in your star energy of hope and renewal, right? And healing and dreaming again, that's your divine justice. Now you're allowing those blessings and opportunities and synchronicities and signs to align. And that's why you guys are going places. Impressive moves is what I'm seeing. So the universe is impressed with you. Yeah. Yes, they are. That's what I heard. They're impressed because you've been learning your lessons. Yeah, now I'm seeing the teacher's card. You've been learning. You're not still learning. You've learned certain lessons. I mean, there's always things that we can learn, right? There's always room for growth. But when it comes to love, you've learned your lessons. Okay? That is your justice. All right? You learned your karmic lessons. So congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and clear off the table so we can finish the rest of this reading. It's getting juicy. Just like that piece of meat. Period. All right, so we have the next card on the table. It says cold serving, detached, unresponsible, aloof, uncommunicative. But what I'm hearing is you've detached in a good way. I was talking about this before. You both have surrendered. You've detached from trying to control things, okay? So detachment, it can be good sometimes, all right? When you let go of the wheel and just let the universe drive, it's giving Tesla, right? So just let the universe drive, okay? Take a break. Because Spirit said it's already yours. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful. Okay? I didn't even look at the card. But yeah, it said it's already yours, and you know that now, which is why you've detached. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? It's beautiful. I'm also hearing you're taking a gamble on yourself. Okay? You've also stopped over hustling. Yeah. I'm seeing all the pink, okay? So you're balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy. That's what I'm seeing. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so that's what this is about. You're balancing out the masculine and the feminine. And as you can see, there's more women in here. Okay, I know what role they played. All right, but we have 2 men and we have 3 women technically here. So what I'm hearing is you're now allowing, your feminine energy to kind of to lead the way, which is really good because that's you resting, that's you chilling, that's you relaxing. You see here, he's hustling, and here he's kind of vibing, he's relaxing. Okay. So once again, this is like 2 energies. We got the hustling, we got the relaxing. You're in this energy now. You're relaxing. You're allowing your feminine energy to take precedence. Okay. So they want to pull from this deck now. All right. So it looks like, things have spiced up a lot in the bedroom as well. Okay. I'm hearing keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the flirtation hot. Okay. Keep the flame burning. Keep the flame burning. Yeah. Because Spirit said, now they wanted me to put this upside down for some reason. Okay. So we have wildlife, addictions, unhealthy, SEX life. So what this is giving me is you are finally letting go of your inhibitions. You're freeing yourself. You're liberating yourself. Yeah, you're liberating yourself because you might have beat yourself up in the past, okay, about maybe mistakes that you've made, right? In regards to your SEX life. But now you're liberating yourself again. Okay? I'm seeing this card too. So once again, this is all talking about the same thing, right? SEX. So like I said, you're like liberating yourself. It says casuals. I know it says casual SEX, but once again, it's giving you are kind of relaxing when it comes to, your sexual exploitation and you just being free. So this is a good thing. I'm hearing this is also dealing with that divine feminine energy. Okay. It's a very juicy energy. You see the orange, right? So it's making me think of the sacral. That's what they're saying. All right. So liberating your sexual prowess is what I'm hearing. Okay. Is going to liberate you in so many other areas is what I'm hearing. And we had the prisoner, it came upside down, okay? So this is just clarifying everything that I just said. You're no longer imprisoned by societal norms is what I'm hearing. You are literally a prisoner in your own body. You felt as though you couldn't be yourself. You couldn't express yourself sexually is what I'm hearing, right? Because of all these rules, and I'm hearing you felt that, you know, it was bad, and just all of these things from your childhood and upbringing. You know, we've all dealt with that. So you've liberated yourself. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's huge. Okay. So let's go on to the next card. We have Fast Lane. Okay. So I'm hearing somebody was in competition with you. Okay. That is clarifying this card. But I'm also hearing there is no competition, baby. I'm hearing there is no competition. Like, you can't compete where you don't compare. They want me to pull this card back out here. Okay? Yeah, they were trying to compete for your blessings and your opportunities. It's crazy. That's what they wanted. They wanted them. Okay? But Spirit said you're seeing the silver lining. You're seeing the silver lining in everything. Like I said before, this is why you've been able to become more detached. You're seeing the unseen, right? You're seeing the good side of everything. And I was talking about this in my Barbie deck.